Yo, what's going on, people? It's your boy Staten. We're back. The final game of my MyPlayer's career. Quincy Yang, this is his last game. Definitely a, you know, the fans are feeling it, man. Everybody's emotional over it. Look at those numbers, man. Just gonna show his numbers and his accolades real quick. Definitely, I had a whole lot of fun playing this MyPlayer, man. This dude is a monster. He's done everything he could over the last 4 years, 3.5 actually. Would have loved to finish this season out, go to the playoffs, do all that stuff. Look at that, Defensive Player of the Year. Who wins Defensive Player of the Year in MyPlayer? I do. I can tell you that. I got 1 championship, should have had 2. I won it in my 2nd season with Philadelphia. Should have had 2 with Dwight Howard as a bum. He let me down in the finals. And this is why it's my last game. I only need 80 more rebounds to qualify for the Hall of Fame. And I have about 8 games to sim before my next key game. So I'm just going to sim to my next key game. And I'm hoping that I can get my my 80th rebound in that next game. I would love, I mean, as much work as I put into this career, I would love to get that one last milestone on my own. And I mean, I came over, I wanted to play, I wanted to see what the off season was like. I played through, decided to go sign over here in Golden State. Because one thing, like since I've been playing, I haven't really played with a really good offense. See right there, you know, Quincy used to flip off the table, man. His knees can't do it no more, and they can't handle it. He's got arthritis. And right there, you see, bam, 2,500 career rebounds. Got him in the sim games. My dude balls out in those sim games. Get out of here, man. It's cash. And you can tell it's going to be a good game because I'm hype already. And I just feel like, you know, coming over here, man, I wanted to come over here for a while, actually. Go ahead and... Oh, should have been a foul. But I wanted to come over here and play with an offense that had two guys in the backcourt that would actually shoot the ball, because in Philly, even though Drew Holiday had the numbers, he would never put the ball up. I played with Jay Rich. Jay Rich would shoot the ball. I played with J.R. Smith. J.R. Smith would shoot the ball, of course. But I wanted a backcourt. Look at that, finishing with the left hand. He's crafty. Crafty veteran. I just wanted to play with a backcourt that would actually like shoot the ball, because I get double teamed a lot. Not always, you know, that pass down into the post isn't always available. So, you know, and I went over there and I got traded to Cleveland. You know, get to play with, you know, Kyrie Irving. I was hoping to play with Kyrie Irving. They traded Kyrie for me. Ugh! Excuse me, sir. Might want to get out the way. But they traded Kyrie and like a first for me, which is, you know, it's not even. I mean, you know, Cleveland clearly got the best end of the deal. They got a Finals MVP in his prime for basically nothing. But I was over there playing with Dion Waiters, who doesn't like to shoot the ball. And it was just, you know, I was pretty much just left over there to do all the work. Look at that. Look at that windmill. That's disgusting. Just gross. And I mean, I put pretty good amount of time into this MyPlayer, man. I had a lot of fun with it. Look at the hustle, man. Look at the hustle. Get back on defense. And when you hustle, man, you make plays like this happen. Look at this play. All caused by me hustling on defense. I know you're like, oh, did you turn the ball over? Don't look at the turnover. The turnover doesn't matter, because I made the hustle play to get us 2 points. And I mean, like I played. Let me get that real quick. Played the whole thing on Hall of Fame. Definitely had a lot of fun. I mean, there are a few changes that I would love to see to the MyPlayer next year. Like, pretty much, like when you become that superstar. Like, I can understand when you come in as a rookie, you're still playing for playing time and all that. But when you become the superstar, like when your player role changes to star, I just feel like they should give you more responsibilities, like allow you to do a lot more. Like, you know, like if you're in a key game, and you know, like, you know, maybe you're a little tired or whatever, a timeout's called, maybe you tell the coach like, no, I don't want to come out, I want to stay in the game. Because, I mean, superstars do have that, you know, that leeway in the league. You know, like if I'm playing against a team like Houston, I'm a small forward. I'm always at the 3 or the 4. James Harden is at the 2 most of the time. James Harden, he's usually killing the computer because they don't play defense the right way. They usually don't close out on the shot. They give him space off the ball. But go ahead, get that out of here, dog. What you think this is? You know, I would love to be able to, you know, tell the coach, like, let me D up the best player, let me guard him. You know, just give you more options, like as a superstar. Give you more leeway. Let's give you more responsibility to carry your team. Cash money, by the way. I mean, you know, obviously the game needs some signature skill rebalancing, but I'll kind of get into that in another video. And of course, you know the boy got to end he got to end his last game off in typical Quincy Yang fashion. See, normally that's a dunk, man, but he's too old, man. He's too old. He can't do it no more. Got to end it in typical Quincy Yang fashion with the triple-double. The numbers are ridiculous. But I'm wide open again. You know how we got to end it off. Cash, money, let's go. And we walk away with a win. That's the only way to walk off the court for Quincy Yang with a W. Pretty good last game, man. I definitely went out there and showed out. All the numbers, 55, 10, and 15, 3 steals, 2 blocks. I know you're like, oh, turnovers don't matter. Field goal percentage on point. Just another, just a perfect ending to Quincy Yang's career.
I've been working hard, man. I don't take a day off during the summer because whenever you're resting, you're giving your competitors an opening to get an edge on you that they don't need to have. And it's nice to finally see all that hard work paying off. The individual awards, though, that's one thing. The real validation will come at the end of the year when we're hopefully still out there playing for the NBA title.
I mean, some people were kind of confused, like his teammates. They were like, why would he say he's going to play to the end of the season when he already told us that he was going to retire after the game? Nobody knows. Only he knows why he said that. He's all about winning. You see, I got all my requirements. Everything's all set and ready to go. So Quincy Yang, ready to ride off into the sunset. Maybe he'll go try baseball or something. Maybe golf. Who knows?
Thank you. It's not quite like I pictured it, but I guess it'll have to do. I can't really complain when I'm about to be enshrined as one of the greatest players in the history of this league. I'd like to think that I might even be the greatest, but I'll leave that up to all of you to decide. I've got plenty of stats and highlights to back that up if you need it, though, so you just let me know, okay? Anyway, like I said, it's pretty amazing to finally be up here after such a long and productive career. I had so many great moments that I'd like to relive, but I know that time is short, so I'll focus on a couple of my biggest takeaways from my time in the NBA. I made a concerted effort my entire career to be more than just a great scorer. I felt like I had the complete package, and it was important to me to show that I could rebound, defend, and even pass the ball with the very best of them. It takes a certain mentality to be truly dominant, and I feel like I was born with a will to win and a hunger for competition that I don't think was matched by any of my contemporaries. The only way to really prove something like that, though, is to win a title. And obviously, I was more than able to do that. Without a ring, it wouldn't feel right laying claim to the greatest of all time label. But as an NBA champion, I don't have any hesitation in saying that I belong in that discussion. All the awards and accolades are one thing. But if you can't say you beat down every last competitor and held up that trophy at least once, at the end of the day, you simply weren't good enough. I'm proud of my legacy, and I don't have any shame in admitting that. I hope that if nothing else, my career was at least entertaining for you all. And if not, then I can promise you that it always was for me. In closing, I want you all to know that my drive and competitive fire weren't the only things that made me great. Growing up playing ball with my older brothers pushed me at a young age and made me constantly strive to compete at a higher level. If I didn't have that experience, I might not have pushed myself so hard in the NBA. And that's why I've been more than willing to take care of them for all these years. They put me in a position to succeed, along with my parents. So thanks, guys, from your little bro. Now, Coach, don't think you can get out of here without me saying something about you. I remember mentioning plenty of things to the media in those press conferences back in the day that I'm sure you weren't too happy about. But I hope you know it all came from my deep desire to win, and you were certainly a part of doing that. To all my teammates, you were all witnesses just as much as I was, and hopefully most of you realized it before it was too late. And lastly, of course, thanks to the fans. You drove me to succeed as much as anyone else, and when I held up those trophies, they were for you just as much as they were for me. Thanks to all of you for your support over the years. It's been real. Thank you.